Y'all give it up for Mr. Lothario.
Yo, what up, people? It's your boy, Mr. Lucario, the bad boy, the dating game. What's poppin'? So, man, I wanted to make this video because I want to say that society is bitch-made. Society and the media is bitch-made and racist. Okay? Let's start with the bitch-made parts. All right? I just came back from the gym and shit, and, you know, I'm on a treadmill, and, you know, the treadmill has TV on it, so you can watch TV while you're doing your workout. So I'm flipping through the channels and shit, and there's nothing but fucking, you know, female shit on. You understand? Stuff for women. Now, people are gonna say, well, that's because women watch more TV. So of course there's gonna be more shit for women. Right? Now I could understand that. But at the same time, you know, you have shows like, I'm flipping through, I'm seeing Wendy Williams and then all these reality shows of chicks and all this other stuff. And the thing is that there needs to be a balance, because what's happening is that since there is no balance, you have men who are also watching this shit who are starting to act soft, who are starting to act like women. Now, there's nothing wrong with, you know, women shit, but that should be for women. Men should have their shit. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, you have, you know, men being influenced by womanly things, right? So all I'm saying is that there needs to be some sort of balance, and you know, it's the media and society is bitch made, because now you have all these guys who are being influenced so much by whatever women want and whatever, you know, the agenda is for women. And the thing is that in society there's so many things that are geared towards women. Women have, you know, certain you know, benefits when it comes to interacting with men, and when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriage. You know, a lot of shit goes towards the chick. You understand? And you know, the thing that I'm really pissed off about too is, you know, there's this new thing with, you know, all these feminists out here. They're talking about this whole street harassment nonsense, and I'm really heavy on that bullshit. Now, you know, and this is another thing that's bitch made, and this is also going to go into the part where I'm talking about racism and all this other shit, right? Now, the bitch made thing is that they have all these feminists, and they have this street harassment agenda, and what that basically means is these women are saying that guys are going around in the street trying to get with girls and hollering at them and talking to them, and they're saying that that's harassment. They're saying that, oh, they're being bothered, the women don't want to be talked to, and all this other stuff. They're making this into a problem. And the only reason this is a problem is because we are in a bitch-made ass society. Because the thing is that, you know, just on a surface level, when you ladies out there are trying to get with men have to come and talk to you, because you don't talk to us. You guys are scared to approach us. We approach you. This is how dating happens. This is how people meet each other. And you know, these ladies they're pushing this agenda to try to stop this. To try to stop this meeting of people. Now, a lot of folks are going to say, or a lot of these feminists and ladies are going to say, oh no, it's not about that. Women are getting harassed, they're getting threatened and all this other stuff. And I've talked about this before. Real men are not about threatening chicks and assaulting chicks and all this other stuff. That there is a different name for this. This is why they call it assault. This is why they call it, you know, you being threatened in public. This is not, you know, a guy saying hi to you or what's up is not street harassment. But the thing is that since society is so bitch made, they are even entertaining this notion that, you know, a guy saying hi to you on the street or what's up or you look pretty as harassment. You understand what I'm saying? And let's even go into more shit about how bitch made the society is that it's so bitch made to the point where we're taking this shit seriously. The fact that women have this movement and people are taking it seriously, and the sad part is that there's men that actually are agreeing with this stuff. And you're the same guys who are going to be the ones accused of, you know, this whole street harassment shit. You understand what I'm saying? The guys are going to be the one, these same guys who are sticking up for these simps, they're going to be the same ones that are going to be accused of street harassment if they try to talk to a girl in the street. You understand what I'm saying? And this is and this is another thing that people don't even realize, is that if you are, you know, these women out here, they don't understand that what they're trying to do or what they're about, or these movements that they have, or all this woman power and girl power and independent woman nonsense, this hurts them in the end. Because let's say for this whole street harassment thing, if guys just stop talking to you, how are you going to get with dudes? You understand? How are dudes going to get with you? How are we? It's deeper than what a lot of you ladies think. You understand? And the thing that I notice about women, and you know, again, this is not like a woman bashing thing, but I really need to for you guys to understand this, is that when it comes to this whole situation, women really just are thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about anybody else. They're thinking about themselves. Because let's take it here. You know, there's been a whole bunch of YouTube videos of guys, basically, you know, these white dudes, basically going around in black neighborhoods, running up to people, doing all these pranks, harassing them in the streets. But I don't see these feminists or these ladies saying anything about that, because that has nothing to do with them. But when somebody does, you know, when somebody says hi to them in the street, when somebody says anything to the woman in the street, now it's a big deal. What about the people that are getting harassed in these neighborhoods? Nobody says anything about that. You understand? They'll say, I'm being street harassed. These ladies will say, I'm being street harassed because a person is saying hi to me or saying I'm pretty and I don't feel like hearing it. What about when I'm walking in the street and somebody's trying to sell me something and I don't feel like hearing it? What if somebody's trying to sign me up to some charity, I don't feel like hearing it? Isn't that street harassment too? But the thing is, it doesn't matter what happens to me or anybody else. It matters what happens to these women, and this is why this is some bitch-made shit. But nobody wants to talk about that. Now, when we talk about racism, and we're going to stick to the street harassment shit, because I put up a video the other day, and people were, you know, getting on me about all this bullshit. They were like, oh, you're using the race card, because there was this lady, and she has this movement called Cards Against Harassment, where she's sending out these cards talking about you shouldn't harass ladies on the street and they don't want to be talked to, and you shouldn't be telling them that they're pretty and all this other nonsense. And she puts up these videos, and you know, and 90% of the videos is her talking to black men. And I was saying that, you know, basically they're using the street harassment shit to target black men and to, you know, put laws against actually going up to women and talking to them. But they're making black men the face of this thing. So I was commenting on this video and these articles about it, and what happened was I had a lot of women who were saying, well, you're using a race card, and the truth is that more black men are harassing women on the streets than anybody else. And I'm like, really? So I'm like, what about all these hundreds of, you know, pickup artist videos on the internet that have nothing, there's no black guys in it, it's mostly white dudes, mostly white and Asian dudes or whoever, and what about those guys? How is it now it's a black thing, right? So when we talk about this racism, the shit goes into this whole shit. And you know, the funny part was somebody made a comment on a video, they was like, oh, it's not a black thing, it's, you know, those black guys walked up to her and said something, and they chose to say something to her. Now what you gotta understand is when somebody's making a video or making a presentation, they can flip it and put any type of agenda, or they will flip it to make it look a certain way, to present a certain agenda, I should say. So for example, I can go around and I can film myself saying, you know, oh, women have attitudes, you know, when I talk to them in the street, or when guys talk to them in the street, right? And I can go up to 100 girls, right? And 90 of the women that I go up to could be white women, and all of them could have an attitude. And then I only went up to 10 black girls. Then I can actually just show you only the 10 black girls and omit the 90 white girls. And I'll say, look, women have an attitude when I come up to them. So all that's going to paint a picture is that all these black women have an attitude when it comes to, you know, approaching women, because I'm only showing the black girls and I omitted the 90 white chicks. So what's going to go on in your mind on a subconscious level, even if you're not thinking about it consciously, is that, oh, all these, you know, black chicks got attitudes. That's what it is. And of course there are black women who have attitudes, white women who have attitudes, all types of women who have attitudes. But what I'm saying in this example is that it's showing that, you know, that type of representation. So people, you got to stop being stupid when it comes to all of this. society and the media, it's bitch made and it's racist. It's been racist, but it's just now getting bitch made, and the bitch assness is at an all-time high right now. But you got to understand when it comes to women is that, you know, when you put women in positions of power, or when you tell women, oh, you know, you can do this and you can do that, and then at the same time you are diminishing the male voice, you are, you know, fucking up the balance of how shit goes. Because, you know, when it comes to women, generally women are better at certain things than men, and men are better at certain things than women. This is how it goes. Like, for example, my wife is way more nurturing than I am. You understand? It's just in her nature to be nurturing. It's in my nature as a man to, you know, be logical, to actually, even if I'm emotional, I still do what needs to be done. A woman won't necessarily do that. So if you're putting a woman who, you know, in power or in situations where their emotions are taking over and their emotions are guiding or dictating their actions, then you get all this nonsense. This is why we have the street harassment nonsense going on, because instead of them saying, hey, you know, there's a real problem of there's actually people being actually harassed and threatened and assaulted on the street, we're going to say just because we feel annoyed by somebody saying hi to us when we don't feel like saying hi, that's harassment and that's a problem. That's all emotional based. You understand? Like I said, you know, nobody's condoning women getting, you know, beaten or threatened or grabbed up. Nobody's condoning that. But when you talk about street harassment and women getting harassed on the street, and the whole movement or most of the movement is about their emotions, and they're going to probably make laws based on just their emotions, just off because they feel annoyed that a guy said hi, and then now some guy could get locked up or whatever because of this. And the fucked up thing is that, you know, now that they're doing this campaign and they're showing black men, and people are actually believing that black men are the face of this quote-unquote harassment. So now what's going to happen is that now it's going to be easier to lock up black men for trying to say hi to women on the street. Then it's going to go even to a deeper level where they don't want anybody talking to anybody on the street, which makes a disconnect between human beings. You understand? Which makes it harder for us to get together. You understand? And you know, I don't want to be on some super some conspiracy theory shit. What up, man? How you? Good? But I don't want to be on some conspiracy theory shit. But the thing is that, you know, the conspiracy theorists talk about population control, and how do you control the population easier than not having people get together, making it illegal to fucking talk to you dumbasses. Man, this shit pisses me off, man. But you know, I'm just ranting, man. So, you know, I just had these thoughts in my mind. But guys, this is exactly why you need to come to the seminar on August 31st. I'm promoting this seminar heavy, the Manhood in the Game seminar. You can click the link below, get tickets. Tickets are still available. Come see me August 31st, excuse me, in New York City. And we are going to get it popping with the Manhood in the Game seminar, so you can be up on this game, up on being a man, you know, not being afraid to be who you are in this very feminized, bitch-made society. You understand? So let me know what you guys think. You know, leave the comments below, and I will holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.